imagine if you never had to buy a car on your personal credit score ever again. Also, there's a lot of investments, right, that are large investments upfront for your business, but they have a massive back-end ROI, or return on investment. You get the best of both worlds. You get to invest and grow the business while also being able to hold on to your cash once you leverage business credit correctly. All right, business owners, let's talk business credit, because there's a massive difference between personal credit and business credit. And a study by a reputable source showed that 45% of businesses in the United States don't even know what business credit is, let alone that they have it. So imagine how many people are massively underutilizing business credit or not utilizing it at all. And that is hurting your business and holding you back in so many ways, because the SBA did a study that showed that business owners reported that the number one reason holding them back from growth was limited funds. Most business owners, when you don't have funds, or if you have very little funds, you're stuck with this decision of, I have no funds to invest into the things that I need to invest in to grow my business, or I have very little funds, and if I invest that money, I got none left over. If they're stuck in that spot, and they are limited in the decisions and the investments that they can make to ultimately grow their business. And so your impact and your income as a business owner is being massively held back by not understanding and fully utilizing business credit. And if people oftentimes are in the spot where they have no funds or they have limited funds, then I think it's like 60% of business owners are using personal credit, like personal credit cards or credit lines or loans to fund the business. From time to time, and maybe a short-term strategy, that's not an awful thing. But over the long haul, that's suboptimal, because it's going to hurt your personal credit, right? By having these balances on your personal credit that ultimately the business owner is responsible for. When you start to establish business credit, right, not only can you pay off that debt in the personal name, which will then bump the personal credit score back up and the opportunities over there, right? But you can assure that that never happens again, because you now have business credit in the business's name, and if you use it the right way, you will enhance what we call your borrowing credibility, right? How credible are you from borrowing funds from other people and paying it back over time, which is something for personal credit and business credit too as well. Imagine if you never had to buy a car on your personal credit score ever again. And don't get me wrong, for some unique cases, having a car loan in the personal name, even if you are a business owner, can be beneficial from a personal credit building standpoint. But after you've had a car loan or two on your credit report in your history, and you maybe own a house, you have a mortgage on your personal credit, and you got a couple of credit cards in the personal name that you're using the right way, right? You have plenty of credit lines open in the personal name that's helping benefit your personal credit and grow your personal credit, where you don't need car loans on your personal credit anymore. It's hurting you more than it's helping you. What you can do is now start buying the cars through the business's name, right? Not only does it help the personal credit, but that's also a tax write-off for the business, and then continues to help you build larger and better business credit to open up more opportunities and leverage for your business. Also, there's a lot of investments, right, that are large investments upfront for your business, but they have a massive back-end ROI, or return on investment. For example, for easy numbers, we work with some clients who they throw in-person retreats, and they charge money for the ticket, which is profitable, and then also a lot of times they're selling something at those retreats or inviting their attendees into another opportunity, whether that be a program, one-on-one coaching, whatever that is. A lot of times those retreats, they cost a lot of money up front. These events, retreats, masterminds, whatever we want to call them, they cost money up front. And so let's just say they cost $50,000 up front, but when you get there, between the ticket sales and anything else that you're inviting the attendees into, right, let's just say you're gonna make $150,000 there. But you can't make that $150 unless you have that $50K up front. When you have business credit, you can use somebody else's money at a low cost or no cost possibly to be able to front that $50,000 up front, go to the event, make the $150,000, pay the $50K off in debt, and then you profit $100,000 in one weekend, one event. Those are big profit margins, big leverage, but you need the money up front. And most times business owners can't do things like that because they have limited or no funds of their own to be able to invest in something like that. When you open up and access business credit. You gain access to resources and leverage to grow your business by obtaining the money that you need to expand, cover day-to-day expenses, purchase inventory, information, consultations, right? Hire additional staff, all while being able to hold on to your cash on hand. You get the best of both worlds. You get to invest and grow the business while also being able to hold on to your cash once you leverage business credit correctly. That's what rich people do. They leverage OPM, other people's money, right? Rich people, successful business owners know how to leverage other people's money at a low cost or no cost to ultimately increase their opportunities, their value, and their wealth, and then pay it back strategically over time, right? Where even with any interest that is on the money, they're still making plenty of money on top of that. Us at JFF, Journey to Financial Freedom, we have helped ourselves as a business and hundreds of business owners that we work with secure millions of dollars in business lines of credit. And it is extremely important to not only know about this, but to start building business credit for your own for all the benefits that we just talked about. And you want to do it with somebody that knows what they're doing, that can guide you through the process. And at JFF, we're investing a ton of resources to enhance our capabilities and our services when it comes to helping the business owners that we work with establish business credit and do it the right way. And you want to do it with a person that knows what they're doing, that you can trust, because for one, you want to make sure you're taking the correct steps to do it correctly. Second, you want to make sure that you're accepting the correct terms, right? Because not all business credit out there are awesome opportunities. There's some really shaky opportunities, I'll call them, and we want to make sure that you're not accepting the wrong loans, the wrong line of credits, and getting yourself into suboptimal terms. Third, we want to make sure that we're getting you as much as we possibly can, right? Because a lot of people, they'll get a $10,000 line of credit or a $50,000 credit card, right? And they're like, okay, that's enough. But if you can get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in 0% interest or low interest funds to ultimately help you scale your business and make way more money and way more impact and love what you're doing even more, why wouldn't you want to do that? And then lastly, to make sure that the way that you're utilizing the funds makes sense, if not giving you the largest return on investment possible. So you don't want to take funds at a 20% interest rate, right? Not know how much interest that is dollar amount wise, to then ultimately understand, are the use of those funds that I'm taking from the lending side of things, right? Am I using them in a way that's gonna outbeat the interest that I'm being charged? At JFF, we are making large investments into our programs when it comes to financially coaching people to help them not just establish business credit, but to grow it to the highest levels possible to give their business that leverage that is ultimately needed. Business credit is a lifeline and a leverage tool for your business. It's gonna open up opportunities that you wouldn't have otherwise. It's gonna massively decrease your stress and anxiety. And it's ultimately gonna make sure that the business that you're running is having the impact that you want it to have, because you're not held back by a lack of funding anymore. We're getting ready to raise our prices at JFF due to us increasing the value of what we are delivering to our clients, particularly by doubling down, tripling down on our capabilities and commitment and attention to establishing our clients in lines of credit, business credit profiles to ultimately help them grow their business to the best of their ability. So you can still get in before the price goes up while still being able to get all of this increased value, particularly around the building of your business credit and then properly utilizing it, and then ultimately everything else that we help our business owners with financially at JFF.